Hi, folks. I'm Grant.
I'm Brian.
And we're the smartest kids in the room.
We are.
God damn it! All right. Oh, that's interesting. All right, Brian. This is our 17th episode.
Indeed.
Can you believe it?
We made it to 17.
7. We're preteen.
No one kicked us out yet.
This is our pre-adult episode because once we hit 18, man, that's a
Boom.
Oh,
But
we're
I'm-
gonna be legal.
But I'm glad because if we were on like NBC or Fox, we would have been canned right now.
Canned, you say?
Canned. That's what they do to the shows. First 2 episodes. If they suck, boom.
They canned them.
And that's most TV shows these days.
Yeah. You ever heard of the Kicker? It's a show that never happened.
I'm not surprised.
Because they got canned.
Boom. Take that, Fox.
No, Brian, but we have some news this week. We actually got. We can go ahead and drop the ball right here, or whatever the saying is. But we got 2 amazing trailers today.
Oh,
This morning.
boom. That was what a great morning.
Unexpected, I gotta say. I woke up and hit on my YouTube as I do every morning, and I was like, oh, new trailers. Pretty early. Like usually they wait a little bit, but
Well, one we knew we were getting, and
another one was a complete surprise, right?
Yeah.
All right, Brian. Well, do you have any? Have you been watching anything, or reading anything, or eating anything?
I pre-ordered the Switch.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Now, here's the thing I heard about that, my friend. And correct me if I'm wrong, but apparently the game lineup is not that.
Oh yeah, the game lineup is kind of shitty.
That's right.
Okay, it's not that bad.
All right.
I'm going to say like the worst day is the first day it comes out because we're getting basically the only game we're getting is Zelda.
That's kind of shitty.
Yeah, but the good news is
Wasn't that game originally for like the Wii U or something, or
yeah,
or was it specifically for the Switch?
It was supposed to be for the Wii U at first, but then they were like, "Hey, let's put it on the Switch." Is that Ryan?
No, that's
or not Ryan
Christoph
Gosling.
Waltz.
Thank you. Okay,
Man,
so
Ryan Gosling.
I was like, I thought his name was Ryan, and then I was like Christopher.
That's Christoph Waltz from Glorious Bastards, Django Unchained.
Yeah.
We're watching the Green Hornet, I should say. We this is kind of like a backstage thing. We always do this. We put on movies and put it on mute because we're movie guys, Brian. Wouldn't you say so?
That's what the point is.
But
anyway.
Sorry. Continue.
Nah, that was my fault. But basically we're getting like
that's
Zelda. We are getting like Just Dance, but you've been playing on year 1, and then we got 1-2 Switch, which is a weird game. It looks fun, but it should have been bundled. Oh, and that's the other thing about the Switch. It's not bundled with any games. But the good news is a month, like we're still getting games throughout the year because a month later we're getting Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is the deluxe version of Mario Kart 8, which is
Switch.
Which was a port from the Wii U, but it gets more like characters and they improved the battle mode. And we're also getting Splatoon 2, which is a shooter from Nintendo. It's like a paintball game. It's really fun. That's coming out this summer, and then we're getting Mario Holiday. So it's not like we're not getting games. It's just
it's gonna be like a slow burn.
It's gonna be like it's gonna be slow but fast.
Well,
It's
how
not
much
like
was it? How much was the device?
300.
What the shit?
Yeah, it's not bad for it, but you know.
I don't know, man. But that's interesting, dude. I mean, I want to try it out, see what it's all about.
Yep. Comes out March 3rd.
Oh, speaking of games, I guess we can go ahead and talk about game shares and just unload the listeners with game stuff right now.
Yep.
I played the demo for Resident Evil 7. It's pretty fucking spooky.
Resident Evil 7 does. I played that when the E3 they were like, here's the PlayStation Plus version. I was like, cool. And then like I was like, okay, this is cool. It's just a demo though. And then I saw like the second trailer. I was like, oh my god,
this looks really good actually.
This looks crazy.
It looks like it's back to the. I mean, I never had anything against like the big bombastic, more action orientated Resident Evil games. Like
yeah, me neither.
Like 4 is my favorite, and then 5 was good too. But then like
everyone
they kind of dropped the ball with 6. I think I wasn't a big fan of 6.
It had a good idea though, but it just didn't.
It wasn't really Resident Evil anymore though. And then this one looks very fucking Resident Evil. Like it looks really dope. It looks very like fresh and stuff. And I'm interested. I wanna get it. I'm starting to get into games, Brian.
That's
used
amazing.
I never used to be like this, but now like I'm interested. It's oh fuck, they got me. Microsoft got me. Oh shit! But in addition to that, we also got a trailer for Injustice 2.
Oh, that looks. The story mode looks. That trailer looks amazing.
Dude, that looks fucking dope. If that's how Darkseid looks in the movie, bro, I'm all in.
The only thing is, you have to pre-order it to get Darkseid, though.
I'll pre-order the shit out of it.
I was like,
fucking A.
And there's like 3 versions of the game. There's like a deluxe version, a super deluxe version, or no, it's a digital deluxe, ultimate edition, and just a regular copy.
Yeah, one has Supergirl, one has Superman, one has Batman.
Yeah. There's different covers for them, but one's like digital, so.
That's dope. But yeah, I mean, I'd actually that one looks good, dude. It looks very fucking dark though. To be honest,
it does.
Holy
I didn't
shit.
know Robin was in the trailer until I saw.
Oh yeah, him and Batman were like kicking each other's ass and shit.
Superman just stabbed or.
Oh, at first I thought it was a trailer for Justice League. To be honest, I was like, holy shit, they dropped the ball with this one.
But this is a problem. It's good.
Yeah. yeah. You're right. Fair enough. But it's something I watched technically, but I saw the first episode for Netflix's A Series of Unfortunate Events.
Okay,
it was good, man. I haven't gotten a chance to. I don't know how many episodes. Like maybe it's typically like 13 for the Netflix shows, I think, or 8 or 13 or something like that. But anyways, I saw the first episode. It was good. Did you ever see the movie with Jim Carrey?
I did see the movie with Jim Carrey.
I liked it a lot, actually. That was a good one. But it's actually very similar to that. They don't really differentiate that much, but
yeah, I was surprised it got like renewed for seasons because I thought this was going to be like a 1-season thing.
No, I think each season is going to be based on a book. So the first one is A Bad Beginning, I think it's called, and then the next season will be some other shit. I'm not sure. But in NPH, Neil Patrick Harris, he's actually good as Count Olaf. But it's good, dude. I would check it out. You know, it has like a 5-star rating or some such shit.
Boom.
You know, that's all you need is stars in this world.
I finished The Flash season 2.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was great. That show's crazy. It's great.
It's really good. The 3rd season, you got to get on it, dude. You know what, Brian? I would even say that's the only show you really got to watch from that network, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I'm slowly starting to drop shows, just because I don't really have a lot of time anymore to just sit down and watch like a bunch of shows. Like I dropped Gotham. I dropped Supergirl, but after 2 episodes, I dropped Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah, Supergirl I want to see, or Supergirl I want to continue. That one was pretty good.
But The Flash is probably their magnum opus when it comes to superhero shows.
Yeah, Flash was really good.
But
I was like, this is really good. I saw I finally got to Kevin Smith's episode, which is the one I actually want to watch.
The Runaway Dinosaur.
Yeah, he did a good job.
Yeah, he did. It's funny.
And speaking of Kevin Smith, there's also I saw this a long time ago, but I didn't mention it. I meant to mention it. Jay and Silent Bob's Strikes Back.
Yeah, you saw that. That's right.
Yeah,
I like that movie. It's funny.
It was.
Well, Brian, we have a bevy. I probably said that last week. A lot of news, Brian.
We do have a lot of news.
We're gonna change the structure up a little bit. Usually we come in with something prepared, but we're just gonna look up this news and we're gonna go from I guess most recent to oldest, and we'll just kind of structure it around that. So we can have an open conversation or whatever. But anyways, I guess we can go ahead and address the elephant in the room, or the Wolverine, if you will.
Whoa!
The new trailer for Logan dropped, dude. Let's talk about it.
For the Loganator.
It looks fucking amazing.
It
dude.
does.
Like, holy shit, it looks funny. Like, it actually looks like it has some sort of levity. It's not all dark and gloomy. And what'd you say it was? Like the Last of Us movie?
Yeah, that's what I called it.
But yeah, and I'm just reading this right now. It says Logan. It says the director of Logan, James Mangold, not Wan, says that we're not going to see Mr. Sinister in the movie at all. So I guess it's been confirmed that Mr. Sinister is not going to be in Logan at all. But you know who is? X-23.
Ooh.
And she featured pretty heavily in the trailer, dude.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Holy fuck. And she looks like a badass, too. Like, I thought she was just going to be like the little girl, you know, who's just like, you know, like, doesn't really do anything. She was cutting fuckers up, man.
Hey, man.
That was fucking awesome.
That's what happens when you fuck with the Pringles.
I mean, I don't know what that means, but I agree wholeheartedly, Brian. It looks really good, though, dude. Like, I'm excited.
It does.
It does still feel like an X-Men movie, kind of, but, like, it's like taken in a new direction, and it just I don't know, man. It looks dope.
Although, I thought it was weird that they showed the X-Men comic book, and
that was a weird pull.
I was like, what the?
Yeah,
he was like, this is the X. She's a fan of the X-Men.
Yeah,
I was like,
Wolverine.
What the hell?
At some point in the trailer, Wolverine just whips out an X-Men comic book, like traditional X-Men that that exists in our universe. And somehow, like, I guess, I mean, of course, at some point, I'm sure in the movie, like, they'll be like, oh, yeah, well, people, once X-Men got known, then people started making comic books of them or something. I mean, I'm sure it's not like, it's not that meta. But anyways, but that is interesting, though, because that is kind of meta when you think about it. Just like how Deadpool was. So, but yeah, dude, I really like the trailer. It looks awesome. And it's taking place in 2029. So that is going to be 12 years in the future, man. Where's all the X-Men is what I'm wondering. Who knows, man?
Too busy X-Mening around.
Oh.
I don't know what that means, but,
But, fucking, it's 2 months away, dude. 2 months.
Not
and
even.
we're going to see Green Day, man.
Not even.
Oh,
wait, no, we're definitely seeing Green Day.
It's a good day to be us, man.
It's a big weekend for us.
But, Brian, we also got another trailer.
We did.
For which movie?
Power Rangers.
And what are your thoughts on this initial trailer? I gotta ask.
I thought it was cool. We actually saw the first Zordon, which is Bryan Cranston. Which is basically
which is kind of it looks kind of like the technology almost from Man of Steel. You know, like those little, like the pin art kind of like what the Kryptonians use.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like that, but it's just on a wall and stuff. I thought that was an interesting way to go with him.
Bill Hader as Mighty. I forgot his name.
That little fucking robot guy.
Yeah.
I'm not a.
He
I'm not a Power
sounds.
Rangers guy.
He's basically Bill Hader playing a robot.
But yeah, I mean, he looks like he's gonna be the comic relief, I guess.
Yeah, big time.
The suits. What do you think about the suits? They look pretty good.
Suits look amazing. Yeah, it looks like a good movie overall.
If I had to describe that trailer with one word, I'd probably say it's a little generic. I gotta say, man. Like, now we know it's gonna end like very Avengers, Marvel-y, where Rita Repulsa makes like those fucking monsters out of stone and shit and cement, and then the Power Rangers have to fight them off in a big, epic showdown. I will bet you $100 right now, Brian, that there is some sort of sky beam in this movie.
A sky beam?
Yeah, like from like the sky beam.
Oh yeah, unless this happens in every movie.
I know, but I guarantee you that's gonna be in the third act, dude. I promise. Fucking telling you, Brian.
Yeah, and at the end of the credits, it'll be like the Power Rangers will return, like in every Marvel movie.
Yeah. And $10 in addition to that 100 says they probably won't make a sequel.
No, I can picture them making a sequel.
I don't know, man. I'll hold you to that. But I mean, it looks okay.
Yeah.
It looks, to me. I mean, you say it looks a little better, which is I hope it is.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good though.
But a movie that might not be good, Brian. I guess our first topic of news is there's been a lot of ramblings coming from the set of the Wonder Woman movie saying it's a discombobulated mess, man. What do you think about that? We kind of covered this before, but this is a new report saying that the movie is going to be a shit fire, to put it lightly.
Well, from the trailers, it doesn't look like it. It kind of looks more interesting.
But again, to be fair, the trailer for Suicide Squad was good. The trailer for BVS was I didn't really dig those trailers, but Suicide Squad trailer was probably my favorite trailer of last year. But I mean, then this was a good trailer. This one has, and it looks good. But I mean, we've been fooled before, man. I mean,
we have been
by DC, and I love DC.
Well, who can hate them except for their movies?
Yeah, I mean, but their movies are just fucking. They're not that great, Brian.
No.
But I was really hoping that this one was gonna be the one that like writes the course. But I mean, there've been kind of, and apparently these are the same sources that said that the Batman v Superman movie was gonna be bad. When those before that one came out, so I mean they have some sort of insight. So I guess that kind of suck if that movie was shitty. But honestly, at this point, I hate to be that guy, but I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know if we talked about this last time, but Ben Affleck has since confirmed that he's still attached to direct the Batman.
Of course,
and he's really fucking. He's pissed off about people asking him about it. So
yeah. So Ben, how about that Batman movie? You still directing?
Shut up!
I don't think he sounds like that.
There's a 1% chance I'm gonna kick the fucking shit out of you, you piece of shit. Get over here, you bastard.
I like those shoes.
I'm from Boston, you piece of shit. Ben Affleck sounds nothing like that. Man.
No, calm down, Marky Mark. Let's go.
He was good in that movie. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But anyways, but I'm still hoping for the Batman, dude. Like I said it before. I said it. I'm saying it again. As long as they got the right fucking people in place, man, it should be a good movie. It's not that fucking hard. Just make a good Batman movie. Take what you see on Batman the Animated Series, put it on the fucking big screen with real people.
Exactly.
You fucking
just in the set, just put Snyder.
Now I know what DC stands for. Dumb cunts. That's what it stands for, Brian.
Dumb cunts.
No, I'm just
never thought of that one.
Not bad, man.
I thought of direct crap, but I'm like, that one was just over the top.
We got a pop vinyl figure from Guardians of the Galaxy 2 because they already released all of the other Guardians last week, but we got our first look at Ego, going to be played by Kurt Russell, a.k.a. Star-Lord's dad, and it is now confirmed what he looks like, and he looks like Obi-Wan Kenobi a little bit.
You know, I first saw that, I was on Facebook just dragging around. I was like, Obi-Wan Kenobi, I had that one. And it was like, it's not Obi-Wan Kenobi. I was like, oh. But it's just a pop figure. They all kind of look the same.
But I didn't know because in the comics, I mean, he is a living planet, dude. It's a planet with a fucking face and mustache. And when I found out Kurt Russell was going to be cast as him and a Star-Lord's dad, I was like, how the fuck is that going to work? But apparently, I don't know. I still don't know how that's going to work. But, I mean, that's interesting, dude. That's an interesting way to go with it. I'm just happy to see Kurt Russell and everything, dude. He's an American treasure, Brian. And we should appreciate him. And did you see Hateful Eight? With the Quentin Tarantino movie that he made after Django?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Dude, fucking watch it. It's on Showtime right now. It might even be on Netflix. But he's in it. Samuel L. Jackson's in it. Just classic Quentin Tarantino. It's really good. A lot of fun.
But, yeah, I can't wait for those pop figures to come out, the Guardians ones. And did you see the Instagram picture of Zoe?
Saldana?
Yeah, with her kicks, with her shoes. No. It had, like... who's the green chick in Guardians of the Galaxy? I know I should know this. Gamora. Yeah, she had Gamora shoes on.
She's hot, man.
Yeah.
Gamora, too. I mean, for a green alien, man, she's very attractive.
Yeah.
But so is Peter Quill, so who cares? But, and I guess some kind of following up on some news that we talked about, I think, last week. It is confirmed, it's official that Lucasfilm will not bring Carrie Fisher back with CGI as Leia. I thought they would for a little bit because, again, I stand by it. Grand Moff Tarkin looks really fucking good, dude.
He does.
I took Gaze to go see it last week, and he liked it a lot, dude. Like, and I was so happy. That was his first Star Wars big screen experience, dude. And I took him, and we saw it in IMAX 3D. The glasses were fine. But yeah, he liked it. But again, when I went back and watched it, I was like, fuck, man, like, it looks good, man. Like, I know a lot of people, of course, you can always tell when someone is animated because they're dead. Obviously, that can't be them. So there's always something in the back of your mind saying, it's CGI.
Yeah, I've noticed his movements were kind of weird.
Well, I looked at his mouth because I was just looking all around every time it showed him, and I looked at his mouth, and it kind of moved a little differently. So I was just like, eh. But then other than that, I was like, fuck, he looks real.
There was like an ABC special on that.
Oh, was there?
Yeah, it was just like them with the CGI, and it was crazy and interesting.
But with that being said, I just thought that fucking it looked good, and I thought that they would actually turn her CGI. I lost my train of thought for a second. Peter Dinklage, Brian. And I know we're
Dinklage.
We're jumping back and forth a little bit. Very loose structure, like I said. We're just going to zigzag around. That son of a bitch is apparently he's up for a role in Avengers Infinity War. So, what do you think about that, bro?
Hey, man, that would be awesome.
The Dink himself.
He is really good in GOT.
The Dinkinator.
As in Game of Thrones.
What's his character's name? Do you know?
I forgot. Season 2. I don't know.
Tyrion Lannister. Boom, bitch. Get out the way. I don't even watch that show. That's his name, right? Tyrion Lannister?
I think so. I don't know. I gotta watch. I gotta go back to it. I have HBO now. I gotta go back to it.
Well, for the sake of argument, he is Tyrion Lannister. Okay? What role is he gonna play? Thanos. Me too. I think the same thing. No, it's interesting. A lot of people are saying maybe MODOK, which is like that
would be
with the
cool.
fucking big head and shit. A Captain America villain.
Characters they showed that he can play. I mean, he can play all of those.
Well, I know everyone kind of immediately jumps to maybe a small person, but no, fuck that. I could see him. Yeah. I don't know, but it's interesting though because he was in X-Men: Days of Future Past as the main villain, Bolivar Trask. So it's gonna be interesting to see him kind of crossing the streams, if you will. But, yeah, man, I hope he gets a role. He's a really good actor, dude. He's funny. I saw some skits of him on Saturday Night Live.
Oh,
dude.
my God.
He's fucking legit funny.
The Space Pants was funny, man.
Which one was that?
It's just him. He was just in, like, a weird space costume, just dancing around, singing about Space Pants. It's really freaking funny.
He's funny. He's a funny guy.
He, like, dances around and everything, and his dance moves are, like, amazing.
But, some sadder news, Brian. Green Lantern Corps, which is, I guess, slated for 2020. It's set David Goyer, who's known for writing Man of Steel and co-writing Batman v Superman.
Okay.
And a character named Justin Rhodes to write the film. And Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart will both appear in the movie. But the part that worries me is David Goyer, the writer of Man of Steel and co-writer.
Well, didn't he do the Dark Knight trilogy too?
Well, he did, kind of, in some way. He came up with the story for Batman Begins with Christopher Nolan, and honestly, it could have been something as far as David S. Goyer was saying, we should make this realistic, and then Nolan took it from there. It could be something that simple. I'm not trying to minimize his involvement. And he co-wrote that movie as well, Batman Begins. He co-wrote the story for Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises. And really, like, that means that he might have just thrown in a couple suggestions in there, but he didn't actually write the script. That was Chris Nolan and his brother Jonathan. So he kind of, in some sort of way, had some involvement in the structure of the Dark Knight movies. But if you want to see what's just him as a writer, Man of Steel and Batman v Superman, because he actually wrote those. So it kind of worries me a little bit. I mean, you know, I'm not saying the dude's good or bad writer, but you know he's had some hits and misses. So I'm a little worried. I've never heard of this other guy, Justin Rhodes. But the encouraging thing is that Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart will both feature in the film. So you know, I mean, you know.
Every time someone says Jon Stewart, I think of Daily Show.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it's not him. Because that wouldn't make no sense.
Oh, imagine if he was the Green Lantern Man.
That'd be weird.
Did you see The Rock? When he I guess he put out a Twitter or something. Like he said that he had like some sort of meeting with Warner Brothers, and he was like, I can't wait for you guys to see the upcoming DC movies, like where it's a rebirth and they're gonna be fun and optimistic and all this shit. And I was like, man, like
it's gonna be it doesn't matter.
It just sucks because they're already off to a rocky start, man. So it's like it's tough to write that course, man. Like Marvel, they started strong, and I mean, you can't. I don't like to make the comparisons, but that's literally the only other superhero universe I can think of. Shared universe. So they started off with Iron Man, and then they you know, there were some that were a little below the others, but then but for the most part they stayed consistently good. But like fucking DC's off to a bad start, and if Wonder Woman's shit, dude, and then if Justice League is shit, like they might just say fuck it, we gotta just. I guarantee you, those movies are bad. They're gonna be like, all right, well, we're gonna come up with a soft reboot or something like that. So, but it'll be interesting to see how they go with that. What was I talking about again?
Jon Stewart? Actually,
Oh,
I don't think so. Oh no, The Rock.
The Rock, yeah, he was making the announcement. Which I mean, look, I'll fucking see anything he's in. He's gonna play Black Adam, which is the villain of Shazam. And I think a couple weeks ago he tweeted a picture of him and Henry Cavill like talking about some shit. So that'd be interesting. But again, I'm a DC guy. My favorite superhero is Superman, so I'm sticking with him. I hope everything turns out great. Because just imagine one day if we had fucking two amazing movie universes, DC and Marvel, instead of honestly just one at this point. But that's just my 2 cents on that, Brian. I'm sorry. I don't think we got any. I think that might be it for news, buddy. And we can just go ahead and hop into the hot topic, I guess, for the week, Ryan, which is
Patriots Day review.
That's exactly it.
Okay.
We saw Patriots Day last night.
We did.
I think that was the first movie we saw this year. Came out last year, December 21st, 2016, for those who don't have calendars. It's about the 2013 Boston Marathon bombing. It's about some events leading up to it, the actual bombing, and then events that take place days after. So it takes place maybe over the course of like a week or something. And I'm just gonna say off top at the toppity tip of this hot topic, it was good.
It was good.
I liked it a bunch, man. I really did. Peter Berg. It was directed by Peter Berg, who last movie he did was Deepwater Horizon, mine and Brian's favorite movie of last year, as you all know. Which was also they were very similarly structured. It was lead up to a catastrophic event. And then the majority, the chunk of the movie takes place after that, and dealing with the aftermath. Both starring Mark Wahlberg as well, who he was really good in this movie. His Boston accent was on point. Everyone's was actually, even John Goodman.
Well, Mark Wahlberg was from Boston.
Well, yeah, he's from Boston, I know, but even if you watch Ted, he doesn't really. He's like, oh, I'm from Boston, He's like, hey, I'm gonna find those fucking bombers. I don't even know if that's fine.
That's basically it.
But it's tense, dude. If I had to use one word to describe the movie, it is fucking tense, man.
It is
It's very gripping.
It was.
There are moments where I was like, and look, I'm a 20-year-old dude. I've seen movies. I don't really get surprised anymore, or I don't really get invested in that many movies now. But this one, I was like fucking cringing, dude. I don't remember feeling that way since The Dark Knight. And there are two completely different movies, but I just remember when I was watching The Dark Knight, which is not a horror movie, there were very tense parts. I'll always remember, I was like 12, so I was still little shit. I was watching, it was the Joker, and it was his first meeting with Gamble, and he has the knife up. Remember, he's on the pool table. He's like, you want to know how I got these scars? Shit like that. And the whole time I was covering my eyes like that, because I was like, fuck, dude, this is, I probably look like a bitch right now, but this is really tense. Is he going to cut this guy's face off? Is he going to show it? There were moments in this movie that I had the same, whatchamacallit? Effect, it had the same effect on me. I was like, fuck, dude, we'll get into spoilers in a little bit, but I was just like, it was tense. I would sum the movie up. But it was very well acted, well directed. There were parts that were very sad, of course.
Oh, yeah.
It deals with a lot of tragedy. What, do you have anything, anything you want to contribute, Brian? Just sitting there like a fucking asshole. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I know you liked it, though, right?
Yeah, I did like it. They basically hit everything about that moment.
Yeah, they covered, and there were a lot of things where I didn't know about, that I didn't know happened during these events.
Yeah, same.
It only happened about 3-4 years ago, but I mean, there were a lot of shit that I was like, man, this is fucking, and I'm sure some of it is, of course, dramatized for dramatic effect. But it was fucking very harrowing, dude. It was a good movie. Very Boston patriotic.
It was Boston.
It's very pro Boston. It's very Boston strong.
Like if
it's a Boston movie, is what I'm trying to say.
It's the definition of a Boston movie. Like if you want a Boston movie,
like,
it is.
I'm not from Boston, but somehow I was proud to be from Boston. That's how Boston this fucking movie is, and I loved it, dude. It was dope. It was very like American, and
Oh yeah, it was
all that shit,
and it did have a really good cast to it.
Yeah, dude.
It had a strong cast.
Kevin Bacon showed up.
Kevin
and he was like a CIA dude, and then John Goodman was the commissioner, which he was probably. I think he was the standout. John Goodman did fucking good.
He did phenomenal.
It's not like no one knows who he is. He's fucking John Goodman,
He's fucking Sully from Monsters Inc.
Oh, he totally is, dude. Fucking. Oh, I love that movie. It makes me cry every time. It's like boo. Opens the door and then you just hear Kitty, and it ends, and I'm like, oh, fucking the girl and shit.
Boom.
But yeah, everyone was strong in the movie, and it's pretty. It goes by pretty. I wasn't like fucking like, all right, hurry up, fucking please. Like,
no, I was like on my feet, like, oh my god, shit's gonna get real.
Hell yeah, dude. But yeah, there were a lot of parts, and then they build it up, dude. They build the tension, they build the suspense.
They did.
And then it does pay off, dude, because like, well, I guess we can go ahead and hop into spoilers right now. I mean, we kind of already said our piece on how the movie's good, everything about it.
If you plan to see the movie and don't want it to be spoiled, just don't go on CNN and type in Boston Marathon, because you'll get everything.
There's not much you can spoiler that you shouldn't already know about this. J.K. Simmons is in this bitch, and he's fucking amazing.
He really is.
It was his audition for Commissioner Gordon, dude.
It honestly,
he was a tough cop. Just fucking kicking ass and shit. He does kick ass.
He does.
It's fucking awesome, man. J.K. Simmons kicking ass. Sign me up, man. But I guess we'll get into spoilers right now. The thing I took away from this movie more than anything else was the guys who fucking pulled this shit off, or they didn't really pull it off. They were fucking idiots, dude. Imbeciles, I say. And I'm just saying, like. And they were the brothers. I don't fucking know their names. I'm not gonna say. But we'll call them White Hat and Black Hat, like they did on the movie.
That's all you can call them.
All right. Well, fucking Black Hat. I think he's the older brother, right?
Yeah.
And his little brother, White Hat, we'll call him. He's just like a stoner. Like he's very American, kind of. Honestly, like I watched and I was like, he's kind of like an American 20-year-old.
Basically, White Hat was just a normal kid.
Yeah, he was a normal dude, went to MIT, smart as fuck, probably, just pothead, sold drugs, whatever. But it does. That's how he's presented throughout the whole movie.
Yeah.
His brother is a little more. His brother is a lot more radical than he is.
Oh yeah.
He's very much like, and again, these two guys, they don't represent like all Muslims and shit. It very much sets up the fact that these two guys who happen to be Muslims are influenced by media. They're influenced by conspiracy theories. They're influenced by all this fucking just poison for your brain. And that's what sets them on the course to being like, okay, well, we need to what's the word I'm looking for? Liberate America. We gotta fucking put bombs out, fucking blow shit up, and let them know that, well, I don't even know what their point was, honestly. I couldn't tell you what the point of all that was. There wasn't a point.
There really wasn't.
There was not a point for anything. So the first act of the movie just sets up, like, the events. We meet Mark's character, Mark Wahlberg, like I know him.
Like, there's a
lot of intersecting stories that ended up colliding together as the story went on.
So basically, at the beginning, like, it starts out kind of humorous.
Right. There's some funny parts. There's actually a lot of humor in the movie, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Which is welcome. It kind of adds some levity to the otherwise very somber, movie and shit. There's definitely some humor, some jokes. I laughed a couple of times, to be honest. But then I guess like maybe the midpoint, the second act is very much about the marathon. And it kind of sets up that the two brothers, who again they're kind of idiots. They don't really. It doesn't seem like they have a plan or structure.
They really don't.
Just two punks. They think they're terrorists and shit. They watch these fucking videos about Islamic terrorism and shit, and they like, fuck it, we're gonna do that. Basically, they had no plan. They go to the bar, and you know the events. They dropped the two bags there, and they exploded, and it killed 3 people.
Which I gotta admit, they put the explosion in a really good spot in the movie. Like, it's like like you expect it, but you don't know when they expecting it.
Oh yeah,
and
you're
it just
talking about
randomly.
you're talking about the actual like when it explodes. I thought you
Yeah.
were talking about like where they placed the bags was a good area. I was like,
Oh
what the
no,
fuck,
that was
man?
awful.
I was like, what? You had something to do with that or something?
No, God,
I was like right
no.
next to a baby. Jesus Christ. No, you're right. You're totally right. Because I was watching and I was like, for like the 15 minutes leading up to the bombing, I was like, when the fuck are they gonna put it? I'm like, it's gonna be at a surprising moment they were not expecting.
Yeah,
and even with that mentality, I still was surprised whenever it exploded. It fucking blew up, and I was like, oh,
it did.
fuck.
Like it was like in a weird spot, but it was like it was like a perfect spot for that movie.
Oh, and this movie is not for the faint of heart, by the way. It's very like there's a lot of gore. You know, they showed a lot more than I honestly thought they would. But yeah, it was good.
It was.
And of course, like the third act, I like the third act the most probably because it kind of did show the aftermath. I think that's where most of the dramatic weight was.
Yeah.
And then when we were with the two guys, the two brothers, you know, and there's a very tense scene where they hold a man hostage. And they take his car, and they're just riding in the car with this guy. I think his name was like Manny or something. I don't know. He was the Asian guy that was all over the news. He was like, they just fucking stole my car, and then I escaped. When he escapes, dude, like I was fucking like holding myself.
Oh, same.
Dude. I was like, holy fuck, dude.
But here's the issue with that part. The brother went to the gas station to get his other brother. I was like,
but that's again, dude. They were so clumsy. Like they didn't have fucking shit planned out to be.
They really didn't.
But and there again, me and Brian were kind of dumb people. So no, but I guess like I didn't know as much to the story as the movie kind of presented, and I know you didn't either. There were some things like there's a scene after the bombing, like a day after, where they kill a police officer to try and steal his gun.
Yeah,
I didn't know that happened, so that was even
neither.
more shocking to me. But that was what really like I was like, fuck, I hope they get these guys, even though like we fucking already know what happened. I was like, fuck, I hope they end up having a showdown on the skyscraper. They end up pushing one of the motherfuckers off, and they fall into a helicopter blade. And then I was like, wait, no, fucking...
That doesn't happen
at all.
What
does happen, though, is at the end, when the brothers are cornered, it's a real big police shootout. It's very intense again. I know I've said that word 100 times.
And that's when we basically got, like, J.K. Simmons being a badass.
J.K. Simmons tackled the fuck. And I don't know if that really did happen. I really hope it did. I hope that police commissioner jumped and, like, started beating the shit out of the
I want to say something close happened to that. Because, like, he was part of the whole thing, because it happened by their police department, so I'm going to guess, like, something like that kind of happened.
But what did end up really happening, Brian, was the little brother stole a car and ran over his fucking brother on accident. Again, they're idiots.
So that one actually happened in true events. I was like, I remember that story happening. I was like, I wonder if this is going to actually happen in the movie. And it did. Yeah, it was, I mean, the brother, I guess he was trying to make his getaway, and he just fucking plowed through his brother, dude, and killed him. Another thing I want to mention is the score for the movie. It's really fucking... It's so good. I didn't know this, but it's Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross who did the score for The Social Network, which was like very like electro, like kind of very like quick and stuff. Just want to make sure I got those names right. Yeah. They did the score for this dude, and it works so well, man. What else? But then the movie comes to a climax. Well, I mean, it comes to many climaxes. I was climaxing all over the theater, bro. And whenever they cornered the little brother, and they fucking end up... I thought he died in real life. I didn't know until the movie ended that he actually did survive, and he's still alive, but he's going to get lethal injection, death by lethal injection. He's appealing it, but they probably won't go for it. Yeah, but so at the end, when like Mark Wahlberg was like talking about love and stuff, I thought that was going to be the ending, but I was like, how could you forget the part where he's trapped in the boat?
Dude, I thought they fucking killed him because you just heard like a little like movement inside the boat because for those who are idiots, the guy he hid in a boat for like days or some shit, and then the police finally found him, cornered him, and he made like a move, and you just heard like a scuffle, and all of a sudden, bro,
Yeah, they destroyed the fuck out of that
and
boat.
homeboy, one of the cops was like, "Well, that boat ain't gonna fucking, or that boat's gonna sink or something. That boat ain't gonna drive or something." They had a lot of moments of humor like that. But anyways, they didn't kill him. They shot him a couple of times. Like, I have to imagine. But they ended up arresting him, of course.
Fun fact. Well, not really a fun fact. Do you know they actually got him in like I think they got him in his throat so he can't talk.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I hope so. I fucking hate that guy, man.
No.
But I mean, that pretty much sums up the movie. It was good, dude. I liked it a lot. I was real. Kind of like with Deepwater Horizon. I know you refuse to watch it, but
the only reason why I refuse because I keep seeing the trailer and I was like, I have no desire to see this.
You will watch it one day, Brandon.
Probably.
I think you'll like it, dude. If you like this movie, I really think you'll like that one. But Peter Berg, man, he's kind of on a roll right now. He's making good movies. And it's crazy because both these movies came out last year. Like he made 2 movies in a year. That's kind of unheard of. Yeah, that's it for fucking Patriots Day, man. How many burritos would you give it?
I'm like 3.5, or should I give it the full 4?
Jumping to me, I'd give it a 3.5. I didn't think it was perfect. I thought there were moments where I was like, man, well. But for the most part, I was all on the edge of my seat, dude. I haven't felt that tense in a movie.
True, me too. That's why I was like leaning towards the 4, but I think I'm gonna stick with the 3.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that too. Yeah, I would check it out, man. I mean, Kevin Smith, he came out with his top 10 movies for the year, and he mentioned this. He was like, it's crazy because it's not getting a lot of awards recognition, but it's a really fucking good movie.
Yeah, which is shocking.
I agree, totally. Yeah, I guess that's it for the review, dude. It was a good movie, man. Go check it out. Go check out Patriots Day. It'll make you fucking love being an American.
I will say we were the only ones, minus these 2 other people, in the theater.
Dude, I was like, dude, we can fucking record ourselves right now, commentary on this bitch.
I was like, where's my laptop? We gotta record this right now.
But no, them fuckers had to come in and ruin everything.
But I came in. I literally walked in the Power Rangers trailer. I was tempted to scream out fucking Power Rangers, but I didn't know I was the only one in there.
Oh really?
I was like, bro, we're the only ones.
Dude, that was funny. As soon as I walked in, I was like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. This is awesome.
He was like, bro. And then
some assholes had to come in and watch a movie. How dare they?
I know. On its Wednesday night, like, go to work.
Yeah, fucking go home, people.
God.
Pirate the movie online, for fuck's sake, like an American.
Jesus.
But that's it for episode 17. We kind of cut through it pretty quickly. But we'll be back next week. I'm sorry, I was just trying to make sure everything I said was right. It is episode 17.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week. We'll have a mystery hot topic. So
probably
we'll figure out something to talk about. But I've been Grant.
I've been Brian.
We have been the smartest kids in the room. You have been the smartest listeners in the room. And we'll be back next week with some more news. Go get smart. Bye.